We love our little hacky sacky, but is it a time that he moved on from Smash Bros?
Let's go! So we have our Shiggy and our Saki.
Yeah, that's right.
We're talking, of course, about Senor Sakurai.
Senor Sakurai.
Senor Sakurai, the Mexican,
the Mexican
version.
Japanese man.
Yes. He is the man behind games such as Kirby and other games made by HAL Laboratories.
Yeah.
But, of course, we most know him for Smash Brothers, and we love him for it. But is it time that he depart?
This episode...
from us, our plane of existence. That's not what I meant. I meant from the series.
Yeah, we're not hiring a hitman or anything.
No.
This episode was inspired by Squirtle87, who says, I think we should lose Sakurai. He had already said that he planned on Brawl in the last Smash Bros. He wasn't madly keen to do Smash 4, and he wants to do other projects, so the fans should not be asking, what should we do? You'd be asking Nintendo to remove the shackles that tie him to the franchise. Let him take on a project his heart is in. So I think that there are 3 key things to examine when we're talking about Saki.
Yes.
His relationship with Nintendo.
Yes.
His health, physical health,
That's a big one.
and his management style.
Okay.
So he's a little more of a controversial figure. Usually we don't have to worry about these things with, Al Numa for Zelda and, Miyamoto. We don't have these problems with them. But anyway, Sakurai, he's got this weird relationship with Nintendo because we've talked about second parties.
Yes.
And Hal is one of those. So he's not like a Nintendo employee.
But I don't know if he's still with HAL. Okay. I think he might have distanced himself from HAL, even though he's still associated with the Smash, but I can't remember. He has a long history.
Even if he technically works for Nintendo, with the contracts being kind of complicated, they keep announcing games without consulting him beforehand.
Yes, like what was that, Iwata? Yeah. Who announced the next Smash Brothers game for Wii U and 3DS.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
But it also happened with Brawl. They announced these games from the E3 floor, and then Sakurai's like, Oh, he's like, okay, anybody else would look at that and say, okay, have fun making that game. Yeah. But when we get to talking about his management style, he's not that way. This is his child. Super Smash Bros. Brawl? Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Guess I'm in charge. So I'm wondering, do they not trust him? Do they think a leak will get out prior to E3 if they even talk about it?
That could be.
I mean, he should at least be able to be in a room behind closed doors and know about, even if it's the day of E3. I mean, come on.
It's pretty bad.
So
the relationship with Nintendo is kind of rocky, and like you said, and like Squirrel said, Melee was going to be the last game, and then Brawl was going to be the last game. He was ready to be done with this, and they keep on bringing him back into it. So, you said his physical health?
Yeah. So,
weighs into this.
Smash Bros. Has a really intense development cycle, apparently. Just lots and lots of testing, because you know about permutations, right? The mathematical concept. It's like however many factors there are, the different outcomes are exponentially larger.
Yes.
So think about all the characters. The roster just keeps growing.
Yep. So
much testing to do. And Sakurai's getting shoulder issues from doing all this testing. And he's also helping pronounce tenosynovitis.
Yes. I'd never heard of that.
So I looked it up, and it's inflammation of the lining of the sheath that surrounds a tendon, the cord that joins the muscle to the bone. So his muscles are literally getting ripped apart from his bones.
That's so bad.
From developing Smash Bros. Games. So he's finished Smash 4 at this point. He wants to relax, play some video games that he enjoys. And he's like, I can't play games that have mashing. If I have to mash a button, I can only last 10 minutes. So he's had to resort to using a third-party controller with Turbo. Turbo, you can just hold it down and it mashes the button for you. So that's sad.
That is really sad. Maybe that's why he change it in Brawl to just holding the jab button.
Whoa.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm assuming you're right. So during the development of Smash 4, he would work 6 days a week.
Yep.
6 days, 12 hours a day.
Yep.
And that's, just his day job. He also writes for Famitsu. He has a column. And we're talking typing. Okay, I have a day job on a computer. I like to play video games. It's bad on the wrist. Like writing on a keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
After
all day long.
My goodness.
Prop drop. Prop drop. There's a prop drop. Ugh. Every once in a while we have like little prop drops, but we don't have major ones like that often at all. Like I can't even remember. It's probably been like 200 episodes since we've had a prop drop that bad.
This one's never fallen down before.
I don't think so.
And Sakurai has just been upfront and honest and said, I have little to no private life thanks to Smash Bros.
Sad.
So,
yeah, it's
a demanding franchise.
Yeah, and to segue from this into the management style and how the development goes on, I found it interesting. I saw a video this last week comparing Marvel vs. Capcom 3 to the gameplay footage from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And
Infamous.
besides like character skins and stuff and the style and lighting, the combos that they're using are the same combos.
Wow.
So they basically like drag and drop. So that allows the roster to be expanded.
Yeah.
Now, would Sakurai be okay with that? Would fans be okay with that if that happened to a Smash Brothers game? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Anyway, so his health, his relationship with Nintendo, and then, of course, himself. And that's another important thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, because not only does he say each game's going to be the last game, he also says, the next game I develop, whether it's Smash Bros. Or something else, I'm going to delegate more. Because I can't keep doing so much on my own. He says that every time.
Then he doesn't do it every time.
Yeah, he changes his mind and spends countless hours just balancing the game himself. He went into Smash Bros. 4 saying, we're contracting Bandai Namco, experienced fighting game developers. They're going to help us with the development and do so much of the testing and balancing. It's going to be great. A couple months in, he's like, I can't trust anyone to balance this game. Here's a quote from him. It's faster and more accurate to do it myself than to tell someone else over and over again what to do.
It's so bad.
And in case you haven't seen video or image of this, Sakurai will play against himself. GameCube controller in each hand. He's like claw gripping these things. Terrible for his hands. He doesn't let people help him balance. And I think hiring Namco Bandai was a step in the right direction.
Yes.
But he didn't. Outsourcing, getting more help.
He didn't follow through with it. And you can't do that. Like, and it tells you how much he loves the games is that he's willing to put in a time and he doesn't want anybody to mess it up because he either feels responsible for it or because he loves it that much.
Yeah.
But that's not good.
No.
You can't do that. You can't keep on doing that.
If Brawl was the last game that we had from Sakurai, I might say maybe he's not such a good leader because he fumbled a bit with that game, so to speak. He kind of tripped.
He tripped.
You could say.
Yes, he did.
But Smash 4 renewed my faith in him.
It was
because
great.
I just don't think he's the wrong person for the job. But if he can't be healthy, I don't think he should be at the helm.
No.
I'd say hire him as a consultant or something.
Yeah, something like that. Not any of this craziness.
He needs a manager that makes him go home, keeps him from testing the game. Leave that to the interns, whatever. Call Scott and Simeon up. They'll test the game. Just
we'll play it for you.
Email them the development files.
Yeah. No, but you can't. Whatever he does, he can't keep doing this.
No.
And he does need to delegate more, but he needs to let go.
Yeah.
It just needs to happen. Somebody else can pick it up and do a great job. Take it in a different direction, maybe. It'll be great. And Nintendo announcing it doesn't help any because that puts them on a clock. If they start working on the game before they announce it, that leaves the development schedule a little bit more open.
Usually you do. Usually you have a game
and
to
usually
announce.
Nintendo does, but
and that explains why we're always left waiting for years and years and having delays on the games.
Yep.
Well, this has been a great topic, and I'm really thankful to Squirtle for just bringing this up. He didn't suggest an episode. However, I've just been looking at our late videos, our recent videos. No one's died.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I've just been noticing and being so thankful for how long each comment is.
Yes.
It's not the average YouTube video.
No.
You know, first, look at that guy's big thumbs. You know, we have thoughtful viewers that take time and they write things out. So you can suggest episodes to us directly or just take part in the conversation. We appreciate you all. Thanks for being part of the group.
That being said, leave your comments below. Your comment may turn into an episode.
See you guys next time.
Signing out.